Hey guys, I never know how to start these things. I'm reprising my non-existent YouTube. I've only ever posted 2 videos in the whole time I've had it. So I'm gonna get onto YouTube again. I'm gonna get started back as a little hobby, I guess, documenting my life and all that kind of stuff. And since we're gonna be spending some time together, I thought that I would do a little video about me and share some things about me so you can get to know the person behind the camera, I guess. So while I do this, I'm going to put some photos in a photo album. We recently just got married, me and my husband, and we had some disposable cameras at our wedding, and I printed a bunch of them off, like all the really good ones. So I'm going to fill the photo album while I do this video. And this is the photo album in question. I found her at TK Maxx. She's so cute. I'm going to put the disposable ones in the back, and when we get our professional ones, I'm going to put them in the front. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Yesterday I actually, because I've got this photo album as well, yesterday I put some photos in here that have been sitting waiting for a home. So cute together. When I do them up, I'm going to put them sitting like this. I'm not sure where I'm going to put them. Our coffee table's not that big. So, but in our TV cabinet, there's like little nooks, and they fit really nice in like the top ones. So yeah, I thought they could go in there and sit like this, and it's just so cute. So we're going to do the wedding disposable camera ones today. Starting with the basics. My name is Maya. How old am I? How old am I? Oh shit. I always forget how old I am. 26. I was gonna say 27. Poor girl. 26. I turned 26 in May this year. So I'll be 27 next year. That's insane. I feel like no one really talks about how quickly you go from like 18 to like your mid-20s. I feel like I blinked and here I am. I live in Perth, Australia, Western Australia. I originally am actually from New Zealand, and before moving to Perth, I lived in Sydney, New South Wales, over the other side of the country. And I moved to Perth with my now husband about 3.5 years ago now. That's gone so quickly. That's insane. We moved here and we lived with family at first. Originally we were going to buy a house, but we found that it was cheaper to actually build a house. So that's what we ended up doing. It was a little bit scary and a little bit risky just because the like building industry over here in Perth post-COVID was a bit how you going. But we were really lucky. We didn't have any real hiccups. Took about 1 year and 4 months for our house to get built. And now we've been living in it, this abode. We've been living in it for 1 year and a few months. And it's been so amazing. Like as a kid, I used to love changing my room around all the time, and now I have like a whole house to play with, and it's so cool. Like I love it. I love home decors. I love setting rooms up, like all that kind of stuff. I just love being creative. I think that's my niche, my passion, and I should really probably do something with it fully. Like I do content creation on the side, but I'm kind of scared to like give up my full-time income to take content creation full-time, just because that income is like always there. So it's a bit scary. I've lived in Australia since I was 7, so almost 20 years. Wow, that's crazy. Almost 20 years in Australia. I did majority of my schooling here, obviously. High school, primary school. I did a little bit of primary school. Oh my gosh. That's not a wedding one. That can go on the other album. So can this one. That's our little puppy Teddy. My mum still lives in Sydney. That's where we were originally from. That's where I met my now husband, Ben. We met when we were, I think I was 19 maybe, and he was 19, turned 20. There's only a year between us, I'm pretty sure. Now we've been together for 7 years, and we just got married. So that's exciting. Here's the ice. Yeah, So that happened about almost 4 weeks ago now, which is crazy. That's gone so quick. Once our wedding was over, I was like, what do I do now? What do I do now? And I guess that's why I'm kind of starting YouTube, because I need some new hobbies, because my wedding was my hobby. I was making stuff all the time, like that's all I could think about, and now I'm like, what the heck do I do next? I've totally skipped a page. Whoops. This is looking great, by the way. Let me just... Oh shit, she's a bit of a big book. She's huge. Oh Jesus Christ, okay. I started from the back because obviously I'm going to put the professional ones at the front. Oh, they look so... I'm glad they have a home now. And I've had so many photos sitting in my desk for so long, and it's good to just put them somewhere instead of just gathering dust. I love it. It's so nice to see all these photos actually. Even just this stuff is so calming for me. Like, I love doing this stuff. Being creative and all that jazz. I love traveling. I have the travel bug. I caught the travel bug when I was like 17, and I've had it ever since, and I want to do so much more traveling, especially with my husband. We want to do a Europe trip hopefully one day, maybe next year or the year after. Oh, I love going through these. How cute. I can't wait to get our professional ones back. This is my cousin. He was actually our celebrant for our wedding, and it was like so perfect. We had half, so we had a celebrant and then we also had him do majority of it. So he was the one to say like stuff during our rings, and he said a little story about us, and he was like the one that was like, you know, pronounced us and all that kind of stuff. So that was so special. He did amazing. I loved it. I totally recommend doing that, like adding like a personal touch to your wedding. I just think it was so much more meaningful to have someone that you know and that's close to you do that for you. But also our celebrant, Larissa, she was amazing. She was like the most calming presence on the day. It was so perfect. But our day in general was pretty calm. Honestly, if you're getting married and you're thinking about doing disposable cameras, I know there's been like, leading up to my wedding, I was seeing so many opinions on TikTok saying like, oh, disposable cameras are tacky, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, if you're thinking about it, I would say, as someone who's done it, I would say 100% do it. It's honestly an excuse to have more photos, and it's kind of like, they feel like BTS photos, if that makes sense, like behind the scenes vibe. How pretty. I'm literally obsessed. Now that you know a little bit about me, I want to know a little bit about you. So comment under the video a little fun fact about yourself, and I'm going to read them all if anyone comments. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.